And welcome back to Lon Lon Ranch.
It's right on the screen.
Yeah, you can read it and look at the beautiful blue skies.
Beautiful blue sky.
Yeah, I was talking like a redneck. But anyway, Lon Lon Ranch, I mean, we've been here before, you saw some things, but what you didn't see is this guy. I don't think we actually did show him off. And he will tell you, you know, all sorts of things to try to, you know, save his ass, but really, he's a dirty person, and he kicked Talon, you know, that lazy guy, that we woke up.
Mario.
Yeah, basically Mario. And he kicked him out, and he took over his ranch. So, and he's aligned with Ganondorf, so he's gonna try to raise a horse, and, you know, get recognition from Ganondorf, but we're not gonna have any of that.
Might as well just read the text.
Well, yeah,
You're basically
true.
just summing up what the text says.
So it says pay you 10 rupees, pay me 10 rupees and you can ride, and you know, you want to ride. I don't want to listen how to ride because that's a waste of time. It's not very difficult. Now you could get on that horse, but that would be
Speak
dumb.
for yourself. This took me like 3 years to master. But it was all at once.
So this is why you wanted to get Epona, the Epona song earlier, because you call it and Epona will come right over to you. If you try to get onto her beforehand, she will run away and she gets scared of you.
But because you know her favorite song, she comes running to you.
Yes. So she is a fine horse indeed, and we have intentions of taking her. So
Stealing her, smuggling her from the ranch.
and this is the first game, first Zelda game to have, you know, horse riding and all that, and it's become a staple, besides, of course, Wind Waker. It's been a, you know, a staple
Epona's song,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Epona's corpse just rises.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah,
That's what we got into last time.
Yeah.
But basically, you just want to kind of ride around, but when you're completely content with riding around, speak to Ingo, and when you want to dismount, hey, young man, do I know you? I just felt like I've seen you somewhere.
I always have trouble with this too, for some reason.
Yeah, you have to do it. You have to say, yes, I'm done, get off, ask him to ride again, and then the second time when you talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't know why they make you do that, but I know, whatever works.
69, that number's everywhere. Alright. Let's go for that again.
Oh, wait. I'm playing the Sun song.
It's not gonna help us.
But, yes. There's not really much more to say, but, until we, you know, finally get to talk to Ingo again, because he gives us a lovely proposition, and that proposition will
help us on our quest.
Yes, very much so, actually.
Especially with the Bigoron sword.
But that is for Caboose. You're getting better. How about a little race with me? One lap around the coral with that horse.
You want
or
a
corral.
race?
I don't know. Let's make a little wager. Say 50 rupees.
Do it. What if I say it with a different infliction? Corral.
So this is not that hard of a race, although, you know, it can give some people some problems, but the first, you know, the first form of this race really isn't terribly difficult. You shouldn't have too many problems. I had a really sloppy start, and even I'm, you know, already ahead of him again.
Yeah.
And
Proper use of carrots and bumping them back with your ass, you should be fine.
But the second form of the race is much, much harder and can give you quite a few problems. And I'm going to see if I can do it actually on the first try, because if not, I'm going to be a very, very angry person. The great Ganondorf! Alright, no. I screwed it up. Anyway, he wants you to keep the horse if you can beat him again, but if not, he's trying to redeem himself. So I'm not going to talk.
But I will! How about a magic trick? Okay, go. Yeah, don't get bumped backwards. Yeah, but I find myself having trouble with this particular race sometimes. It's a pretty difficult race. You really have to know how to manage your carrots and
Booyakasha! Booyakasha! First try! Oh! You guys have no idea. I did this, I did a practice run of this, and I literally spent 250 rupees doing this. Oh my god, Booyakasha. Oh, how did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and I lost. Shoot! Ha ha ha! As I promised, I'll give you the horse to you. I'll give the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. But, you know, he thinks he's a slick dog and everything, but he's really not. So, you know.
Epona has this nasty little habit of jumping over fences.
Now, she can't jump over this fence for whatever reason.
Or the fence that's blocking us out.
Yeah. But, I mean,
this fence, no problem.
Let's jump over. One of the most epic scenes in the game. Any scene with Epona is an epic scene in my book. And there we go. Epona is ours. And great victory music is also ours.
Yes.
And because of this, we now have Epona. And Epona makes things 10 times easier. You know,
much faster.
You know,
Epona.
So much quicker. And, you know, unless you're bomb jumping, which if you are bomb jumping,
I don't even know how that's gonna help you.
Just stop. But I mean, if you, I mean, besides you know bomb jumping, this is the fastest way to you know get around. So now that we have Epona, the Scarecrow song, and the hook shot, we are going to see you know what else we have to do. And I don't think I've shown this off actually at all during you know the LP so far, but this is actually a really useful tip. Now earlier in the Let's Play we played Saria's song for what's his face, but if you actually play Saria's song just normally, you will get you will get tips from Saria herself on what to do next, and they can be actually really useful. And you know,
she's much more lovable than Navi.
Yeah. Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? Great, you're safe. I knew I would hear from you again. I'm in the Forest Temple. The forest spirits were calling for help, so I went to check it out. Why? Because it's going slow. But it's full of evil monsters. Help me, Link. Do you want to talk to Saria again? No, you don't want to talk to Saria.
Yes, let's hear her say the same exact thing over and over again.
Yes. So that is our next destination. However, the thing about Ocarina of Time is that you can actually do things out of order if you would like. As you can see, this map has 3 blinking dots, and, you know, they basically point out the different routes that you can take. You can go to Zora's Domain for one, you know, thing. You can go to the Lost Woods for another, and then you can go to Death Mountain for another. So, you know, the options are all yours, but we are going to be going in order, basically, of this.
We're going to go by the book.
Except for, you know, the Shadow Temple / Spirit Temple thing. We go out of order for that, but
we're going by the order that the game is supposed to be played in, but for whatever reason, the medallions aren't in order. Don't know why.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess you really can't say, you know, there's a solid, definite order to go in, but I've always found that doing the Shadow Temple first, I don't know, I always do it that way.
It's just more proper, because you get, like, the Lens of Truth is supposed to be a part of the whole Shadow Temple quest, and you need you don't necessarily need the Lens of Truth to get to the Spirit Temple. You could memorize the paths if you want to, but fuck that.